Welcome to yoga. Let's begin seated and rock forward and backward in your seated posture, making sure that your knees are not elevated over your hips. Hello. We want to stack the shoulders over the hips, the ears over the shoulders, rising through the crown of the head, tuck the chin in very slightly, settling into that natural S curve of the spine. Big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart center. A couple more times, just like that, to warm the body. Welcoming ourselves to our practice, thumbs to the heart center. And let's take a moment here just to set an intention or a wish for our practice. And it could be a short phrase or just simply one word that comes to mind. Fluttering the eyes open. Let's do one more big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart center, bring the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind the tailbone and gently twist, looking either to the left side of the room or over the left shoulder behind you. Inhale, unwind, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. This time, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind the tailbone. And we want to make sure that we're not leaning backwards into that right hand. We want to make sure that the spine is still nice and tall. Relaxing through the legs here. Inhale, unwind, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart center, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind the tailbone. See if you can get a little deeper into this twist. Inhale, sweep the left hand up and then over towards the right knee, as if you want to draw a straight line from the left palm down to the right knee. Bringing the left hand to the right knee, inhale, look forward, exhale, fold in. Inhale, unwind, big circle with the hands, palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart center, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind and twist. Breathing into the belly here, activating that Ujjayi breath, connecting with yourself and this practice. Inhale, sweeping the right arm up and then over towards the left knee. Again, we want to imagine drawing a straight line from the palm of the right hand down to the left knee. Bringing the right palm to the left knee. Inhale, look straight forward. Exhale, fold in. Hinging from the hips here. Inhale, unwind, big circle with the palms. Touch overhead, exhale to the heart center. And bring the hands to the knees. Again, we want to stack the ears over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, tuck the chin in very slightly, elongating the back of the neck. Close the eyes maybe. And let's do some Sufi circles, fluttering the eyes open. So we're going to shift over to the left and then coming forward. And again, bend through those elbows as you need. And then rocking towards the right, utilizing the back of the pelvic bowl. So doing some Sufi circles in a clockwise direction here. And the legs here are very relaxed. There's no tension, there's no holding within the lower body here. We're just simply moving the torso over the pelvic bowl. Moving the spine in directions that are perhaps unusual or that we don't engage with in our day-to-day lives. And just keep breathing here. Breathing with intention, just inhaling and exhaling. And this time when you come forward, pause, and let's reverse the circling in the opposite direction. And again, we want to keep the spine straight, even as we're coming forward in the pelvic bowl. That's why we're bending through the elbows, hinging from the hips. We don't want to slouch here. Nice, strong spine, activating the abdominal muscles. Breathing into that belly, activating that 3-part breath. And now when you come forward, pause, come back through center. Let's cross at the ankles and come into a tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck the toes under, drop the belly. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round through that spine, bringing the navel to the spinal column, pressing into the palms. Inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, rounding through that spine, the hips shift forward. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round, pushing weight through those palms, as if you want to push the mat away from you. Inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, round. Squeezing all of the air from the lungs. Bring the spine to neutral. Untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and then thread it underneath the right arm. Bringing the temple to the mat. Walk the right hand forward. Take a breath in here. Breath out. Just enjoying this gentle stretch into the left side of the shoulder. Walk the right hand back underneath the shoulder head. Inhale, unwind, lifting that right arm skyward once more. And then exhale, bringing the left hand to the mat. Inhale, right arm goes skyward. Exhale, threading that right arm through. Bringing the right temple to the mat. And then walking and stretching that left hand forward. Make sure that the hips don't shift too much over to the left, so maybe bring them back just a little bit towards the right. Breath in, breath out, smoothing the edges of the breath of each inhalation and each exhalation. Bring the left hand underneath the shoulder head. Inhale, unwind, sweeping the right hand skyward, and exhale, releasing. Come into your child's pose, big toes touch behind, stretching the arms out in front of you, forehead to the mat. Inhale, look between the thumbs and walk the hands over to the right. Once you feel you've reached your threshold, tuck the chin in toward the chest and just breathe into the left side of the body. Inhale, look between the thumbs once more, walking the hands through center and then over towards the right. Once you've reached that threshold again, tuck the chin in and then breathe into the right side of the body. Inhale, look between the thumbs once more and bring them back through center, and see if you can stretch the arms forward just a little bit further, and then bring the forehead to the mat. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, come into table, tuck the toes under, and then keeping the knees bent, lift the knees from the mat. So then the thighs are pressed against the lower abdominals. Take a breath in here, and then as you exhale, drop the heels towards the mat. And then let's begin alternating, bending each knee, kind of walking it out here. Bring the toes together so that the big toes touch. And then slowly tiptoe your way up to the top of your mat between the hands. Excellent. Now for today, let's measure our alignment. So make a fist with both hands and place those fists in between your feet. You should be able to comfortably place those two fists between your feet. Now, if you're unable to, maybe you need to kind of heel toe the feet away from each other just a little bit, or if they're too far apart, you might need to heel toe the feet towards each other. And bend through the knees as needed here. You might have tight hamstrings like I do, so whenever you're in a forward fold, just feel free to bring the upper and lower body to meet. So once you've checked your own alignment, take a look at how it appears to you. And this essentially means that your feet are hips width apart, which is very important, right? We want to make sure that we are honoring our own sacred geometry. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow and allow your head to hang here for a moment. Again, bending through those knees as needed. And let's rock like a pendulum from side to side, just very gentle, elongating the spine here. Breathing into that tailbone as the tailbone is lifted skyward. Release the hands and cup the kidneys, and then slowly lift yourself one vertebra at a time until you come into standing posture. Rock forwards and backwards. See if you can lift all of your toes from the mat. Inhale, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart center. One more time. Inhale, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart. And let's just stand here in this mountain pose with our hands to our heart chakra and take a breath. Inhale, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinging from the hips. Forward fold. Left foot back. Right foot steps back to meet the left plank pose. Inch the body forward with the toes, knees, and then chest to the earth, or if you want, chaturanga. Inhale, hooking the tailbone into the mat, pressing lightly into the palms. Come up into cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat, tuck the toes under, come through table, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lifting the right leg up halfway, point and flex the foot. Circle the toes in one direction, And then in the opposite direction. Bend that knee and lunge it through. Left foot steps forward to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart center. Inhale, palms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back, left leg back to meet the right, plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, hooking that tailbone into the mat. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lift the left leg up halfway. Point and flex the foot. Circle the toes in one direction and then in the opposite direction. Bend that knee and bring the leg through. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. Inhale, bring the palms to the shins. Look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart center. Inhale, palms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway, flat back. Exhale, folding in. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps back. Plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lifting that right leg up, point the toes, stacking the right hip on top of the left. Bend that knee and bring the leg through. Pivot the heel of the left foot down so that the foot is at a 45-degree angle. Keeping the right knee bent. Inhale, bring the arms out and then up for warrior one. Take a breath in and out. Stream your bow and come into warrior two. Looking over those right fingertips. Windmill the hands down to frame the right foot. Pivot off of the left heel. Step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, hands to the shins, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart center. Inhale, palms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to the shins, look forward, flat back. Exhale, folding in. Left leg back, right leg back. Plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lifting that left leg skyward, stacking the left hip on top of the right. Bend that knee and bring the leg through. Bringing the right heel to the earth so that the foot is at a 45-degree angle. Left knee is bent. Inhale, open the arms out and lift up into warrior one. Hips are at 3 and 9 o'clock. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, string your bow, coming into warrior two, keeping the base strong here. Looking over those left fingertips. Breath in, breath out. Windmill the hands down to frame the left foot, pivot off of the right heel. Step the right leg forward. Inhale, hands to the shins, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart center. And from here, we're gonna do just some gentle stretches. I'm gonna turn so you can see what I'm doing. So inhale, the arms up overhead. grabbing the right wrist, we want to lift the arm up towards the sky and then reach it over towards the left. Breathing into the right side of the body here, feeling that gentle stretch. And see if you can cross the left foot in front of the right. Going a little deeper into this stretch. Biceps are hugging towards the ears. And release. Our big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart center. Excellent. Inhale, palms reach up overhead, grabbing the left wrist. Inhale, lifting the arm up, and then exhale, reaching towards the right. And take a couple breaths here. Shifting the weight onto the right leg. See if you can cross the left, shifting the weight onto the left leg, see if you can cross the right leg in front of the left. Just getting a little deeper into this stretch. Breathing into the left side of the body. Hugging those biceps by the ears. And release, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead, exhale to the heart center. Excellent. And let's do some gentle shoulder stretches for today. So we will start, we want to make sure that the feet are hip width apart, so take a look at your alignment, and make sure that the feet are rooted comfortably into the earth. Inhale, we're gonna, actually, this is how we will do it. So bring your right palm to face forward and simply look down at that palm. And without averting your gaze, just simply watch your palm as you lift your arm up towards the ceiling, and then as it floats behind you to the back wall or the back of the room and comes back forward. So just watching the palm of the hand and moving the body, adjusting the body as needed to keep the gaze fixed on that palm. One more time. Nice little circle here. Last one. Excellent. And now we're gonna bring the left palm forward and bring our gaze to that left palm. Again, we want the shoulders to be stacked. The spine is nice and tall. We're not hunching to look at the palm. We're just simply gazing at the palm with our eyes. Inhale, lift the left palm up and turn, and sort of a gentle twist as the palm falls behind us until it comes back to the start position. And again, we're just kind of following the palm with our eyes and adjusting the body as we need. Last one. Excellent. And let's settle here for just a moment in this mountain pose with the pinkies tucked. Close the eyes, tuck the chin in slightly, spine is nice and tall. See if you can lift all of your toes from the mat and balance on the four corners of your feet. Excellent. We're here at the top of our mat. Inhale, big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale the palms to heart center. step out nice and wide towards the right. Coming into this Merkaba of the Vitruvian man. Excellent. So you want to check your alignment again. You want to see if you could draw a line from your wrist down to your ankle. Feet are parallel here, maybe even slightly pigeon-toed would be fine. Excellent. Bring the hands in prayer, but with the fingertips pointing towards the tailbone, and just rest them on the tailbone here. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and come forward about halfway. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Bend through that right knee and walk the hands over to the right. Straightening through the right knee and walking the hands over to the left, bending through the left knee. And we're just gonna alternate, just gently bending and stretching the inner thighs here. Excellent. Bring the hands to the hips and release the head towards the earth. And now here's some options. You can leave the hands where they are on the hips, or you can slide the hands to sort of gently rest on the back of the calves if you'd like, making sure that the shoulders don't crunch the ears. So you want to plug those shoulders away from the ears here. Or if you'd like, you can interlace the fingers and lift the arms up and over towards your head. Gathering the shoulder blades if the hands are interlaced behind you. Maybe shaking the head a little yes, maybe a little no. Bring the hands onto the mat. Inhale, look forward, flat back, and walk the hands towards the right foot. Pivot off of the left heel, framing the right foot with the hands. Slide the right foot back to meet the left, plank pose. Knees and chest to the earth or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, look between the palms and come onto the fingertips. Walk the hands towards you. Tuck the back toes and lift onto the heels of the feet. Okay? So I'm going to turn so you can see what I am doing. So essentially I'm coming into a malasana, which is a squat. And it's okay if your heels don't initially touch. You can kind of work with your alignment and see what you need to do in order to get them to be flat on the earth. Okay? And from here, we'll bring our hands into prayer so that the elbows press into the knees and open the knees just a little bit. And again, we want to straighten that back, open the heart chakra so that we're not sort of rounding through the upper back. We want the upper back to be nice and straight, and we want our heart chakra to sort of shine forward. Breath in, breath out. Bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Inhale the left hand up to the sky. And switch, bringing the left hand to the mat in front of the left foot. Inhale, the right hand rises to the heavens. And release. So here we are at the back of our mat in Malasana. And we're just gonna rock back to sit on our tailbone, bringing our feet in front of us. Stretching those legs out, maybe give them a little shake or a little tap here. Okay. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall, flexing the feet so that they're flat, as if you were standing on the earth. Inhale, open the arms out and reach up from your seat for staff pose. Inhale. As you exhale, hinge from the hips and gently release the hands either to the toes or the ankles or the shins. Wherever you are is perfectly fine. This is not a competition. One more time. Inhale, reaching up through the sit bones, rising from the earth. Exhale, reach forward. And release. Bringing the right foot out about 45-degree angle and bending that left knee, bringing the left foot on the inside of the right leg. And it should be either above or below the knee, but never against the knee. Sit up nice and tall and sort of pivot the torso to face the right leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and grab that right foot. And again, if you don't reach the foot, that's fine. Grab the ankle or the shin, wherever you are is perfectly fine. Now from here, we're gonna do a rotating Sirsasana. So, leaving the right hand where it is, whether it's on the foot, the toes, the ankle, wherever. We're gonna open the left arm out and then rise the left hand skyward. Again, looking at that palm like we did earlier, and then reach that palm towards the right foot. So first we lift up and then we exhale and reach towards that right foot. And so the heart chakra is shining towards the left side of the room. And so the torso is rotating towards the left. Taking a couple breaths here, feeling a gentle stretch into the lower back perhaps. See if you can reach that left arm just a little bit further, a little bit more forward. Excellent. Inhale the left hand up and bring it on to the earth, out on the outside of the left knee, about 3 to 12 inches or so. We're going to shift the hips forward as we press into the left hand. So we're going to sweep forward, coming on to the right foot. And so the hips are going to be pressing forward. Inhale, the right arm up, and then stretch it towards the left hand. And so the goal here is to have a straight line from the right fingertips down to the right pinky toe. on this side of the body. So nice and straight line. And it may not be perfect, but it's our straight line. And look down at the left hand. And release gently. Excellent. And let's switch. So stretching the left leg out on that 45-degree angle, bringing the right foot on the inside of the left knee, and I'm just going to pivot so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So, left foot is at a 45-degree angle to the torso. Right foot is either above or below the knee, whatever you can work with here. We're going to turn the torso to frame it up with the left leg. Inhale, arms reach up and reach up high through your sit bones. Exhale, releasing both hands to that left foot or left ankle or left shin, wherever you reach today. Taking a breath in, breath out. Inhale, open the chest and open the right arm out first, then lift it up. And again, gaze is to that right palm, and then reach that right palm towards the left foot. So again, the torso is rotating outwards as we're reaching the right hand towards the left foot. And notice how the sensation or the stretch may be a little different now compared to when we were just simply stretching and grabbing the left foot with the torso squared up with the left leg. So you might be feeling, some gentle stretching into the sides of the lower back muscles. Inhale, right arm rises and comes on the outside of the right leg. Press into that hand, shifting forward, coming onto the right knee. Left foot comes to the mat. Inhale the left arm up and then reach it towards the right. So nice straight line from the left fingertips down into the left pinky toe. And look down at your right hand and take a breath here. In and out. And release, rocking backwards and slowly lowering to the mat. And from here, let's balance on our sit bones and hug our knees to our chest. Give yourself a great big hug here. Just feeling a sense of gratitude for yourself, for your body, for being able to engage with this practice. Give yourself a great big thank you. And let's do a boat pose before we sort of head towards Shavasana. So inhale, lift through the heart chakra. Spine is nice and tall. And we have some options here, okay? So we're lifting, and see if you can lift your feet from the mat, kind of balancing on the sit bones here. And again, we're lifting through the chest, so the spine is nice and tall. We don't want to round and crunch the spine here. So lift, roll the shoulders back, okay? Now from here, if this is what you can do with just the feet lifted a couple inches from the mat, this is fabulous. Just stay here, and you can hug the shins towards your chest and hold your chest skyward, right? If you want a little more challenge, see if you can bring the legs forward, and you can, if you want, you can hold underneath the thighs here. If this is what you can do, pointing the toes a little bit, this is fabulous as well. If you're looking for a little bit more challenge from here, reach the arms out towards the toes. And again, we kind of like want the body to be in this V shape, lifting. So the legs are lifting, the abs are lifting, the spine is nice and tall. So if this is what you can do, this is great. If you still are looking for more challenge, straighten those legs and reach the arms towards the feet. Once more. Okay, so wherever you are, that's fine. We're gonna hold. 3, 2, 1, and release slowly. Hug those knees in. Excellent. Now, with the soles of the feet on the mat, reach the arms out in front of you and slowly lower one vertebra at a time until you come to lie on the back. Excellent. Soles of the feet are still on the mat, the knees are tented. Bring the arms out to a T so that the palms are flat on the earth. Inhale. As you exhale, release the knees over to the left. Inhale the knees up through center, exhale over to the right. And just follow the cadence of your own breath here. Inhale up, exhale over to the right. Inhale up, exhale over to the left. Just following your own breath, setting your own rhythm. Inhale the knees back up. Hug the knees to the chest. Bring the forehead to the knees, round the spine. Release the head. And bring those arms out to a T again, stretching the feet skyward. Point and flex those feet. Circling the toes away from each other. Circling the toes towards each other. Bend the knees once more. Hug the knees into the chest and rock the body from left to right. Very gentle, massaging the kidneys and the adrenals. And then imagine making little circles in a counterclockwise direction with the knees. And you can make your circles as small or as big as you'd like. And reverse the circling in the opposite direction. Gentle little back massage here. Excellent. Bring the arms out to a T. Activating those abdominal muscles. We're gonna exhale the knees over to the left. Inhale the knees up through center, exhale over to the right. And we wanna make sure that our shoulder blades are grounded into the earth here. So you don't want them to lift. Inhale up through center, exhale to the left. Inhale up through center, exhale over to the right. Inhale back through center, hug the knees into the chest. Bring the forehead up to the knees, round the spine. Release the head, stretch the legs out and stretch the arms overhead. Breathing. Point the toes. Exhale, hug the knees to the chest, forehead to the knees, round the spine. One more time, stretching out nice and long. Breathe into the depths of the lungs. Point the toes. Exhale, round the spine, forehead to the knees. Bringing the knees to the chest. And stretching nice and long from fingertips to toes. Pointing those toes. And then relax. So making some last minute adjustments to prepare for our final posture, Shavasana. So allowing the toes to splay out to the corners of the mat, relaxing the legs and the feet, relaxing the shoulder blades, tuck the chin in slightly, elongating the back of the neck, bringing the arms out with the palms facing skyward. Take a deep breath in here, open the mouth and sigh. Close the eyes. We will do a 5-minute Shavasana. I will keep track of the time. So relax through those legs, through the abdomen, relaxing the neck and the jaw. Let the jaw hang very slightly. Relaxing all of the muscles in your face. Feeling any tension soften. I'll share a little poetry with you today. Sometimes you just have to look at someone as though they were the only love you have ever known. And you have to carry their heart as though it were the only heart you've ever carried. Sometimes you just have to choose strength even on the days when all the walls are caving in. And you have to wake up in the morning and choose to live as though you have never fallen. I have mourned my strength many times, wondering where it goes in the moments I need it most. But time and time again, I am reminded, it is my strength that mourns me in the moments I become lost. coming back to your breath. Begin to notice each inhalation and exhalation. And begin to bring some gentle movements back to the body. Maybe wiggling the fingers, open and close the hands, stretch the jaw, move the toes. Just anything that feels good, feels comfortable. And then when you're ready, come to lie in a fetal pose on the left side. And take a deep breath here. Open the mouth and sigh. And keeping the eyes closed, let's come to sit back in a Sukhasana, easy posture. And see if you can keep the eyes closed while you do that. Inhale, make a big circle with the arms, palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart space. And let's take a contemplative moment here, feeling gratitude and thankfulness for this practice, for each other, for the universe, for all that there is, was, and ever will be. And let's seal that with an Om. Take a deep breath in. Fluttering the eyes open. Welcome back. I want to thank you for joining me for this practice. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if there's something you're looking for that you haven't been able to find, or if you have questions. I'm always here to help. Until we meet again, my friends, stay well. Namaste.